Now part 3 of the I-Team in-depth look at the flu and how to fight it. Tonight we're going to look at the local hospital that was a war room dedicated to combating the virus and deploying where help was needed. And information on when you should head straight to the doctor depending on your symptoms. The I-Team's Pei-Sze Cheng is here with the answers for us. Pei-Sze?
Well, Stacey, doctors always say the key to beating the flu is being able to identify symptoms and treat them right away. That's why it's so important for hospitals to follow certain protocols in dealing with flu patients. Here's a look at how it's done. On the front lines in the fight against the flu,
we're seeing more and more cases of
are emergency doctors and nurses who are trying to limit flu exposure. Here at Mount Sinai Beth Israel, that means masks for all possible flu patients and a flu test.
It is a rapid test, but not all rapid tests are created the same. The test that we use here in the hospital, it actually tests for the DNA of influenza.
So how do you know when to head to the ER?
Are you getting lightheaded while you're standing? Are you passing out? Are you not able to keep down any food or drink because of your illness?
Once there, flu patients are isolated to avoid getting other patients sick. Treatment starts right away.
Getting some hydration through an IV and being in a setting where we can monitor you to make sure that your condition doesn't worsen.
From the ER to an entire hospital system.
Our biosurveillance dashboard tells us a number of things.
At Northwell Health, these TV screens and computer stations
click on a day and see the case count for each day.
Are part of a war room to monitor public health threats.
We track the illness to see are there any of those patterns and trends.
Last year, during a particularly bad flu season, large numbers of patients appeared at Northwell ERs.
So January 1st, we had 317. January 2nd, we had 286.
But when there is an uptick in cases, the heat map will turn red. Mahoney can drill down flu cases by zip code and even learn what type of flu is making people sick and how sick they are getting.
You see a spike in flu A.
This dashboard helps hospital workers redirect resources like hospital beds, masks, and medicine. It can also reduce the wait time at emergency rooms.
And work to make sure we create additional space so people aren't sitting there for a long time.
It's all part of an effort to stop the flu before it turns deadly.
It just sort of takes advantage of the fact that your immune system is working so hard.
Northwell also shares this information with health departments to identify trends and to spot a possible health hazard before it's too late. The hope is to be able to contain outbreaks before they turn into epidemics.
Pei-Sze, this is an interesting concept, but I guess the big question is, do they really think it can reduce the flu cases?
Their hope is that they think it can, but, you know, this needs to be tested. They need to gather data. But if you think about it, if you have flu cases at a hospital, a lot of them, and you get extra beds, you get to separate people. And you also have to bring in more medicine so you can treat people right away. And then on top of that, they announced to health departments, you know, hey, we're seeing an uptick in flu cases here. Can you get can you make vaccinations available to the population there? Can you get out the word that people should wash their hands more often, sneeze into their sleeves? Let them know that the flu is out there so that they could prepare for it.
A coordinated plan of attack.
Yeah.
All right, fascinating series, Pei-Sze. Thank you.